Is we rolling? It look like we is, so let's get it. I'm gonna start this video off by saying Merry Christmas to you and yours. I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel. I want to thank you for supporting my channel. And if you're watching this video, that means that I am working on Christmas. Yes, this job is done on Christmas morning. This is my first job, and it might be my only job. And with that out the way, let's go on and get to it. I got a young lady over here in this Jeep with a flat tire. I don't know if you can see that rear tire back there is flat. We're gonna put this spare tire on, the one leaning up against the bush, and this shouldn't take long at all. Now, like I said before, it's my first video, so I got no air built up in my compressor. Let's go ahead and get that thing crunk up and built up. We're gonna start this job in 3, 2, 1, let's go. On and hold my drain plug, get the jack off, get my outline. I ain't gonna need no rod, no mat, no none of that. We just putting on a spare tire. This should be easy. All right, let's see what we're working with as far as lug nuts go. I seen some lug nuts with caps on them. I seen some lug nuts that are missing caps. So I'm gonna grab 2 different sockets for that. As you see, you know what time it is, first job of the day. So we gotta get our air tool oil cycled through our gun. And like I said, I seen some lug nuts with the cap on, lug nuts without the cap. So we're gonna go 3/4 and 13/16 just to make sure we got what we need, because they are 2 different sizes. Come on now. Again, first job, we're gonna cycle our oil through our gun. Let's do one more. Let's go. All right, let's see what size we at. That's too big, so I know that's gonna be 11/16. So the 3/4 look like it's too big for all of them. So we're gonna go 11/16. I'm gonna also grab my hammer because I might have to beat it on there. I rarely use the 11/16. If you know, you know. That's usually for like the BMWs, Mercedes, Volvos. And it looked like the Jeep Renegade, so let's get it. See what we got. Yep. Get that joke on now, let's go. Get stuck on now, so I just tighten it up a little bit more and we'll get it off. Let's do that for this one. Okay. Oh, they gonna make me work that morning, boy. But that's all good. I'm used to it. Tighten that up a little bit more. Wiggle that socket off. And you want to put it in there good. That way you don't strip that lug nut, because those lug nuts are the ones with the threads on them. It ain't got a stud, it's a studded lug nut. We'll go over that in a later video. So the ones without the cap is gonna be too small for my 11/16, so we're gonna pull out some even smaller sockets. Yes, I don't keep these up front because they are not something I use that often. I'm gonna go with a 5/8. And let me just see what the 5/8 do. Because it should just be one size down. Perfect, let's go. Perfect. Ain't gotta beat them on. Ain't gotta do none of that. We're finna get out of here. Let me take these out. These the ones that I had to beat the socket on. And I'm taking them off by hand because, as you saw, my socket didn't fit on there easy. It was something I had to force on. It was also something I had to force off. So if I put that socket on there again, we might be looking crazy. Now on that last one, I could have did it because I don't have any other lug nuts to fool with, but I'm gonna just do it by hand anyway. It's not on there too deep. You know what? Let's stop fooling around. That last one I could have did it, which that joker didn't want to come off. You want me to just sit it in the trunk? She got gifts and everything, that though. I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on this call too once I put this tire on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it while I put the tire on. So I got a call from the young lady you just saw or heard just then. I don't know if she got in the footage. She was saying she called somebody else to do the tire, and when they got out here to do it, they noticed that she had 2 different size lug nuts, and that's because she got the lug nuts with the caps on and she got lug nuts with the caps off. They're technically the same size lug nuts. It's just the caps give it another size. So with the cap on, it goes up a size. With the cap off, it goes down a size to the lug nut's true size, which you saw I had to use 11/16 and a 5/8. 11/16 on the one with the cap, 5/8 with the ones without the cap. And I'm gonna start on these without the cap. But either way, she called me and she was saying that the guy who came out here, he couldn't do it. He walking back and forth, he got frustrated, he had to call his supervisor. And all it was is, he probably just needed to go down a few sizes. Because you saw I started with a 3/4. 3/4 too big, so let's go down to 11/16. 11/16 fits one, but it didn't fit the other one, so let's go down to a 5/8. If he would have went down to 11/16 and a 5/8, he would have got the job done perfectly. And the reason I tell you guys this is because when you do this for a while, you start to build experience. And with that experience, you're gonna get the knowledge of what you're gonna run into. You're gonna know what to look for on these job sites. You're gonna know what's wrong, what's right. When she told me the situation, I asked her to send me a picture of the tire. And when she sent it to me, I was looking at the lug nuts to see if they were stripped, if she had like a lock on there or something like that. And it was neither. This spare tire ain't no good, but we're gonna have to go with it right now. But it was neither stripped or a locking lug nut. All it was some of them had the cap on, some of them didn't. If he was experienced, if he had been doing this for a while, he done been in different situations, he wouldn't have panicked and would have been calling his supervisor. Now I'm not saying that, cut that off real quick. I'm not saying that to talk down on him. I'm saying that to let you know I've done that before. I knew what was going on. When she told me what happened, I knew what was going on from experience. Either way, I thank y'all for coming to this job with me. I want to wish everyone who watched this video a Merry Christmas. That came out bad. I want to wish everyone who watched this video a Merry Christmas, whether you're watching it on Christmas Day, because this is going up in the next few minutes, maybe in the next hour. And even if you came back to it after Christmas, I hope you had an amazing Christmas. This your boy Roadside Rider. Finna log out, man. That job was a success. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I'm out of here.